That extension, yeah?
Okay. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Do that both legs, pretty quick. You shuffle down and get your feet off the end of the table. Just the feet, not the whole. Yeah, that's ideal. Perfect. Exactly. So could I get you to pull both feet back towards your head there, please? How far are you subtitle that.
Absolutely.
This student thinks he's real fucking funny. Yeah. And then down the waist. I was listening to people in the radio from Cranon this morning and it freaked me out. It freaked me. Anyone hear that this morning in the news talk? Tried it in? That freaked me the fuck out. They're all voting no, and I can't discuss that because I'm pretty good. They're all voting no, they're all mad. They're all fucking mad. Yeah. Would you turn them in towards each other?
See, they don't want to make it legal because then it makes
Yeah, leg symmetry there. Could you turn them out?
The ground.
Legal. But John's legal with his ball gags. Yeah, that's the thing. The dichotomy, I can't understand.
Yeah, go in on YouTube, Terry. Go in on YouTube.
Yeah, so exactly. So we got it there. A little bit of a tiny restriction in inversion. You never did enjoy the ankles?
Yeah, that one.
That one. Okay. So tiny bit of a restriction there. If it was that one, I just said okay, like I do with that one as well. That's grand. So that's your active range of motion. That makes sense? We're going to have a look at the standing up then in a minute as well. That's going to be your active range of motion with the feet. It's not a bit easier than this one. Always reminds me of people Irish dancing. I don't know. So we're changing that because all you're checking is how much can this old person stand on their leg. This is a lot easier. If you want to measure it, you can measure it. You put a goniometer alongside, measure it. Pretty easy. You can see symmetry. There you go. Is that okay? So no one's fault. What you didn't do. Now next. The accessory movement in the joints all the way down there. And if I flick on here, sorry lads, I'm just going to have a quick gander at the joints that we have. And, no, sorry. So we're going to learn how to assess these and then how to mobilize them. There, that's that one there. So, where's the player's model foot? What's that one there? Fibular joint, and that has a little bit of a rock to it, so it shouldn't be really rock hard and it shouldn't be very loose. So we can assess that by stabilizing in here and rocking the fibula head, or the lateral malleolus just there, back and forward. You can check the fibula head if you want. I don't know. So we did that this morning. So you can grab it like that and rock. Grab it like that. Rock it back and forward like that. What's the next joint down we're going to check? We do systematically all the way down here, here, talocrural, right? And then we're going to check that. What's that doing? Plantar dorsiflexion, pretty much, yeah. And again, if we do dorsiflexion with the leg out straight like that, what's going to be stopping the movement? Gastrocnemius. So then we've got to do with the knee flex as well, right? And we can do that prone or supine to yourself.
When you're doing the talocrural, do you do it with thumbs in? Like, do you do that way now, or are you just doing it?
I'll show you now. I've got a couple of ways of doing it. I probably do the second way more. I'll show you this way here. It's passive range of motion, so I'll usually check kind of this way. I'll let it go down into that way there. How's that there? And I'll pull it back that way like that there. And then I'll kind of do the same in this position here, where we get you can see you get more joint play there. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, bigger person, I might do that with the patient face down on the table. I'll show you real quick. Face down there. Obviously, I wouldn't flip them over halfway through because it's through to the floor. Keep lazy. And watch what's going on in the head. So we can do that way, there, and you get a certain amount of range. And kind of my favourite way is, you know, the little one we bag there. You get an inclinometer. You set this up so it's straight, vertical, and you go down that way, and you put an inclinometer on here. Measure your angle there. Okay, compare that side to side. So that's going to give me the end of range. And how's that feeling in your ankle?
Fine.
If you're getting impingement pain in there, you're not going to get it here because you're just getting gastro stretch, maybe. But you might get it here because you get the jointy end of range there. That makes sense? And we're hitting the different soleus and all those kind of muscles there. All that stuff. So that's that. Can you flip over again, please? But that, I'd like to measure that. If you've got an ankle sprain person, I'll measure that with the ankleometer and see. Because if you get a restriction of, I think, more than 10% one side to the other, that's a risk factor for repeated ankle sprain, so I'll check that before I let them return to play, and I'll try and get that right. Next. Sorry, where am I going?
Just
Yeah.
dorsal.
Sorry, joint. So we check this here, we check the plantar and dorsiflexion there, we check it with the knee bent, like so, perfect. Then we go here. Now this is going to be important where your hands go. It works like this. We grab underneath here, cup underneath the calcaneus there, so stabilising the shank, cup under the calcaneus, and we do this subtalar rocking movements here, okay? Get an idea of that there. Next up, I want to check the mid-tarsal. So that's the subtalar joint between the talus and the calcaneus there. Subtalar movements should rock to allow you to accommodate the ground as you walk. Okay? Then I'm going to hold that there, and we're going to check the mid-tarsal joints. See that way there? Pushing up at this angle out here. Check the mid-tarsal joint. This is locked in place of the calcaneus. We check them. And also this supination, pronation there, okay? We check that. Next, we're going to use this hand now that was testing. It's going to stabilise there, put my leg in. Neutralise the foot, and we're going to check the first ray movements. Plantar and dorsiflexion, first ray, which is all along here. And then keeping this hand stabilising, we're going to check the range of the big toe, which is perfect there. So that was really rigid, the hallux rigidus. How's that going to affect you when you're running? It's rigid on one side, not on the other. It'll fuck up your gout. She go back out. So on the opposite sides, same thing again. We're going to check that fibular joint there, and kind of just stabilising with this hand, and I'm moving the fibula. And there should be a bit of spring to it, but not completely locked. It's very subjective, right? It's like a real accessory test, isn't it? Next, we're going to look at this here. So we can do dorsiflexion and plantar flexion there. Is that there? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We can do that in this position here too. My favourite would be to do it in the other, so like that, and back down. My favourite position would be to do that with the prone. It's probably a little bit of a more accurate test to do with the prone. You just got to flip them over, it's a problem. Next, we're going to stabilise here.